the extremely talented, stunning Yami Gautam. All right then. I don't think I've ever got such a dramatic entry even in films. So thank you, Olay, for doing this. Hello, Mr. Vikram.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Good to see you.
A very good afternoon, Yami. Welcome. It's such an honor to have you here with us today. And I did mention, we've always loved you on screen, but in person, even more beautiful. Right, guys?
Absolutely.
They all agree. Nobody agreed. They're all, no. They're all busy clicking. Can you see that? The phones are all out. Yeah. But Yami, before you entered, I just mentioned to them that you literally light up not only the silver screen, but every area, every arena that you step into. And we already got a glimpse of that. Is that what your mama gave you, or is that Olay? Olay evening. Everyone. Of course, I got it from my mama. Okay. But thank you so much for this warm welcome. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you, Vikram, for having me here. Thank you, Team Olay, and to each one of you who've taken out time from the busy schedules, battle traffic, and are here. We're going to keep it very brief. We're going to keep it real as much as possible. And for me, Olay stands for, it stood the test of times. It's been one of the most trusted brands over almost over 2 decades, if I'm not wrong. And when I got this opportunity to collaborate, I said, absolutely. I mean, I joined industry at a time where maybe the meaning and the perception and the idea of beauty was something else, and it's been ever evolving. And today we stand for owning up who you are and celebrating your skin at whatever age you are. There's nothing called, and anything else which you feel, okay, yes, of course, beauty is soul deep and all those things are true. And anything else which you feel physically, it needs some love, it needs some more care and nourishment. Olay's got you covered 7-in-1. So very happy to be here with one of the most trusted brands. I'm a fan of science, anything which is backed by scientific, logic and that kind of homework, I'll always, it's definitely more easier to rely. And I think today we're going to witness some of that also live. So I'm really eagerly waiting for that. Thank you for already opening your heart out to us, Yami. But if you had to sum up in one word, what does Olay personally mean to you? Or a line? Authentic. Fantastic. Can we have a huge round of applause on that note? And a huge round of applause for the ever-glowing and stunning Yami Gautam. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we head to the big moment, the big reveal. Requesting you both to kindly head towards the buzzer, please. May I take your mic? Oh, yes, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for... that fights 7 signs of aging, powered by niacinamide, vitamin C, and collagen peptide. Fantastic. So can we all have a picture? Can we capture this moment, please? आज की शाम ओले के नाम है. जैसे टीम बोलेंगे, I'll have to follow that. They are my director today. So if they say solo, it'll be solo. If they say without mic, it'll be without mic. क्या करें?
Without mic? Okay.
I will do it without the mic.
Sure.
Should be fine. Let's take a few. Yeah.
Yes, please. Thank you so much, Yami. Well, now that the product has been revealed, I would like to know from you, Yami. You're always on the go, such hectic schedules. Now you're a mom too. You know, and as we age, there are different levels that we go through. There are different challenges that our skin goes through. What does and how do you relate with this product that's launched?
Now that you mentioned, yes, the kind of profession I'm in and just a young mother. When I see on social media some influencers or even non-influencers, just some girls and posting this, what is this get ready with me, GRWM with me from hospital, I'm thinking to myself, this has to be some incredible AI because this cannot be true. It is not happening. It is not possible. Thinking about the time where just washing and splashing some water on your face, that being a luxury, to now doing skincare with my Olay 7-in-1, where it works for me, apart from, of course, what I wanted to do, especially hydration for me, I think has always been one of the key factors when it comes to skincare, apart from, of course, other signs or other issues, hydration, and I'm pressed on time. Okay. I don't have the time to go through those elaborate, fancy, regime where it's one after the other, then 1, then 3, then 4, and so on and so forth, and then what? It's not possible, it's not practical at all. So that is where I think Olay stepped in. And I gave it to my sister also, who's also a new mother, and she's also working. She loves it.
Wow.
And we'll talk more about that, who else in the family loves it as the evening goes.
In fact, I earlier mentioned that even my mom loves it. Back then, when it was launched, she started using it, and I was in college, and how I sneaked and used it, and it felt really good. And I was mentioning it to them that how it is perfect for Indian skin. You agree, right?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
So now, talking about skin, now Vikram, let's come to you. This product has been underway since some time. What is in it for us to look forward to?
There's a lot, honestly, that is there to look forward to. I think at the heart of all innovations in Olay lie two things. One, a very strong consumer understanding. All the insights that are needed to make sure that we understand the ever-evolving needs of the consumer. And then once you have that, I think it's very important to integrate it with science, like Yami was saying, to have the right ingredients, the right balance and mix, so that we are able to produce a product that not just delights the consumer, but forces them to repurchase and advocate that product to whoever they reach out to, right? So, of course, I think what we cannot do is take a shortcut and not understand the right insights, which can then lead to the wrong formulations going out from the house of Olay, which is a big no, right? So, of course, those insight mining and then the ingredient balancing to get the perfect product is what took us the time to deliver this fantastic innovation that we see today.
Well, we are all looking forward to it, but thank you so much, Vikram, and thank you so much, Yami, for sharing your thoughts with us. Requesting both of you to kindly take your seat, because we've got something interesting in store yet again.
Yes, I'm personally looking forward to it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now you got a glimpse of the grand reveal, and most of the time, enjoy that session.
I have never seen anyone give science lessons with that smile and with so much calmness and that kind of audience also watching, listening to you with a smile.
Oh,
it has
an
never
honor.
happened in our chemistry class or physics and bio. So thank you for making it so interesting, so real, and so easy for any of us to understand, because
thank
you're
you.
right, these ingredients are something which are available to everybody. It's like in my kitchen, we have all the spices, the same spices which are there in every other household. Still the food tastes different. Someone is an amazing cook, and someone, okay, let's not call them bad, but okay, let's be polite. So I think that, if I'm not wrong, if I can draw a metaphor, I think that's how it is.
That
So
is
it
a great
depends on the
metaphor.
formulation and the balance, the correct balance of ingredients. So thank you so much for this really interesting session. I was really curious, especially
Thank
the
you.
experiment. I absolutely loved it. It took me back to my chemistry class
Oh.
without any explosion. So thank you so much.
Super.
Thank you so much, Yami, and David, request you to kindly take a seat.
Okay, I believe, Yami, you're in the center, and I'm here. Oh, are you here? Okay, super.
All right, we now open the floor for questions. We'll have a mic passed in the audience. Oh, there we have a volunteer who's raised his hand up there. Can we pass the mic to the lady, please?
Hi, Yami.
Hi.
So, as always, you look super pretty. And I want to check that you have a very busy schedule, shooting movies and doing all the motherly duties that you have to do. So, what's the one skincare product that you would recommend everybody?
It's not a surprise anymore. It is my Olay 7-in-1 skincare, and that's true, right? I mean, it's it's a personal choice, but given the kind of schedule we have, you have, I think today most of us have, and balancing it with personal life. Of course, I'm fortunate to have my mother who's really helping me achieve this. And at the same time, you want to take care of yourself. That is not being selfish. That is not being giving yourself 5 extra minutes. That's something which everybody deserves.
Yeah.
Our skin deserves that love and nourishment. That's a part of our body. It's not just about your physical appearance. It's about the confidence it gives you, right?
Yeah.
There are days where we feel, low. There are days we feel really happy. But I'm sure, at the end of the day, this is something really personal and very important to every woman, every girl, right? You look at yourself, one of the first things you do, you look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And so keeping all those aspects in mind, my schedule, sometimes the water is different, the air is different, the pollution levels is different. And so I was always on the lookout for something which without spending too much time, gives me what I want. As I said, one of the key factors for me is definitely hydration, apart from other factors. And the fact that it's simple, it's not complicated. I know it looks really fancy, applying one thing after the other, but I'm not that person. It's not very practical for me. Need something I can trust is taking care of everything in one go, and I'm sorted. Which is why I recommend it to my sister Surili. She loves it. She's an even bigger skincare addict. And my mommy dear, who's already using, by the way, Olay, she's like, I have mine. You girls are too late to the party. So it's good. And I think brand, I know I've covered some 3-4 questions, but I have a knack of doing it. But when it comes to, I think, building a brand is when you start talking about it with others, and the trust, right? That I'm happy to always see that bottle in your wardrobe or dressing or washroom, wherever it is. It's there, over and over again. So I think that's gold.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, girls, if I've taken any of the other questions.
No. We can completely, at least I can completely resonate with your excitement about you. You sound like a person who's used it and, experienced it. And that's the excitement that's radiating through. So we're okay with that, Yami. Any other questions, please? Yes?
Hi, congratulations. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Would you
That's a
please-
surprise.
Yeah. Just wanted to ask, there's something about anti-aging and it's about skin care also, but nowadays even technology is there, like where you can go under the knife and do lots of changes and things, So what's your take on that particular thing? Like in case if we're talking about beauty also, you are very beautiful, but कभी कोई thought आता है कि अगर change करना हो तो कुछ change करोगे, ऐसा है?
मुझे लगता है अंडर द नाइफ सिर्फ आलू और प्याज को होना चाहिए. It's not for skin.
So what would you say, like, because these days, especially in our industry, in fact, like, हमारे Bollywood industry में lots of लोग इस
आज का टाइम है जहाँ पर अगर कोई आपको बोले कि 2+2 22 है, तो आप बोल दो हाँ है. Because no, I'm giving you a very, very honest answer. I don't believe, of course, as I just mentioned, in any of these things, but I'm no one to preach anyone. I'm no one to give anyone an advice, especially when when you're addressing a general public. To my fans or to anyone who remotely also, who's been following my work or my journey, they would associate me with anything which is real, flawed, just being myself, and that is the that would be my personal messaging. I don't want to preach anyone. जिसको जो खुशी दे, जिसको जो अच्छा लगे, but मुझे लगता है कि I'm a little spiritual that way. बहुत कितनी योनियाँ होती हैं, उसके बाद आपको एक इंसान का रूप मिलता है, आपको ये रूप मिलता है, एक इंसान जिसे बोलते हैं. तो must preserve it as much as we can, must nourish it as much as we can, must be as natural as possible, and it's fine. मतलब जब नानी एक होता था ना, नानी बोलती थी धूप में ये बाल सफ़ेद नहीं हुए हैं, तो वो एक कॉम्प्लीमेंट था, वो एक विजडम दर्शाता है, वो एक जर्नी दर्शाता है, जैसे माइलस्टोन्स बोलते हैं. ये बेबी लैंग्वेज है, बेबी माइलस्टोन्स. दीज आर human milestones. So we must own it up. We must, be what gives us most happiness. आप खुश रहेंगे, you'll always, I think, look nice, and that's my message.
Yeah, so message ki like inner beauty is also very important. As you spoke about spirituality, in fact, ऐसा है तो inner beauty is there, and any particular one thing, very simple tips that you normally day to day you follow actually.
Thank you. Just, I'm a very family person. I'm someone who's very, when I'm not working, I love going back in my family. I'm known in the industry for this. I think I'm not there at any parties or any get-togethers. For me, once the work is done, इसके बाद भी एक और meeting में जाना है, कल एक और lip test है और फिर वापस घर. तो और कोई काम नहीं है. That gives me the most happiness. वो मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा खुशी देती है. बहुत simplicity मुझे लगता है. And they're very simple things that make me happy. Family खुश है तो मैं बहुत खुश हूँ. And you're right. I think आज के time में especially बहुत ज़रूरी है to once again go back to our basic values, which is जो हमें शायद बहुत बचपन में सिखाते थे. Be kind to one another, be polite to one another. थोड़ा गुस्सा भी अगर किसी पे आने लगता है, 2 सेकंड सोच लो और शायद खुद से पूछो कि avoid कर सकते हैं क्या, कुछ प्यार से अगर इस चीज़ को sort out कर सकते हैं. Why to try and avoid stress? That's another thing. So that's what I like to do.
I think very well put, Yami. Can we have a huge round of applause for her? Any other questions? Okay.
Hi, this is Alice Cara-Peter. My question's for David. I just wanted to know, when you come up with a product like this one, for the Indian skin tone and Indian climate, what are the kind of challenges that you face?
Yeah, thank you for that question. It's a very valid question because India is a huge country and there's all kinds of climates and it's extremely diverse as well. We think that it's probably occupying the full range of skin tones, every Fitzpatrick classification. So we knew, first of all, by talking with Indian consumers, that they could pinpoint for us the kind of formulation, the exact feel of the product that they wanted. And it wasn't a conventional feel. They wanted something that was lightweight, even in what was considered a traditional facial moisturizer. It couldn't be a heavy cream. So we had to come up with something quite unique, which was a gel that's extremely absorbent and lightweight, and yet delivers that potency as well. It took a little bit of doing and fine-tuning and going back to the consumer before we could identify exactly the right feel along with the right formulation.
Thank you.
Sure.
Any other questions? Yes. Anybody else? All right, should we have a photo opportunity then? Request you to take center stage, Yami, again. Milestone to life. Can we have a huge round of applause for the entire team? On behalf of Olay, I would say a big thank you to Yami, a heartfelt thank you for taking time out of a busy schedule and gracing this occasion with her presence. Can we once again have a huge round of applause for the extremely stunning and ever-glowing Yami Gautam one last time, everybody. Come on now. Thank you to the PNG team for bringing this incredible milestone to life, and also to my wonderful audience out here, friends from media, influencers, business partners, experts, who've made this moment even more special.
यामी जी सोलो मैडम जी या लुक हियर
Thank you so much to my wonderful audience out here for your energy, your enthusiasm. Well, get ready for the next thing, which is the content creation session.
थैंक यू
Please request you
अरे वेट
all
क्या
to
हो गया थैंक यू
engage and immerse yourselves in the sessions and experience zones that are created.